if everyone said it just a little more? Would the world be a better place? A nicer place? At MU Health, we're certain of one thing, that yes makes the world a healthier place. Yes is the strength to fight doubt, the fuel to find cures, and the unbreakable resolve to keep pushing further. At Mid-Missouri's only academic health center, yes isn't just changing lives, it's saving them.
Good morning and welcome to Radio Friends on Wednesday, October the 19th. I'll turn first of all to Carrie Winship, who is with us from MU Theater. Good to have you here.
Thank you for having me.
And you're here to talk about Good Kids, right?
I am, yes. It's a production that we're doing at the University of Missouri in the theater department, and it's in our corner playhouse space, so that kind of smaller, more intimate theater space.
So what is Good Kids about?
Good Kids is, it's a kind of a pretty serious topic. It deals with a high schooler that goes to a party and unfortunately is sexually assaulted at the party. And so it deals with how the community around her responds to it, how the other high schoolers that were attending the party or involved with the assault respond to it, and how social media plays into it. It's a loose adaptation of the assault case that happened in Steubenville, Ohio in 2012. And so it's trying to look at this really relevant and important topic and to talk about it from a kind of community and cultural level, how we address these issues within our own communities.
How do you think people are going to come away from the production when it's over?
Yeah, I mean, it's a great question. We can't, I think, predict it. We are going to be doing a community forum each night after the performance, so we'll invite our audience to stay and to speak with the creative team as well as some invited guests who may share their reactions and responses. We've been working with a lot of different offices on campus who specialize in talking about these types of issues with our students, and so we hope to set up a space where we can see the play and respond to it and then talk as a community about what we've seen.
It sounds like a production that really is important, especially in the college community.
Absolutely. The play was initially commissioned by the Big Ten university system to be something that would speak to college students and would encourage them to have these kinds of conversations on campuses. So it's been done at a lot of different colleges and universities, and we're happy to be bringing it to our students here.
Is it difficult? Is it difficult for the actors and actresses to do?
Absolutely. I would say I'm directing the show, so I've worked with 12 wonderful actors and wonderful other people kind of around us. And we've done a lot of work to make sure that we're taking care of ourselves and we're making the rehearsal space a safe and fun space where we get to enjoy the process, although acknowledge that we're doing work that is a bit, is more serious and at times comes with some difficult stuff as young people addressing.
Okay, so people want to see this production when and where?
Yeah, so it runs October 20th and 21st, and then October 27th through 30th, and it's at the Corner Playhouse on the University of Missouri campus, and you can get tickets through the University of Missouri Theater Department box office at the Reinsberger Theater, and we're open Monday through Friday, 2 to 5 p.m., or through the Missouri Theater downtown. They also have our tickets there.
Or you can call, is it 882-PLAY?
882-PLAY.
882-PLAY, and that'll get, it's called Good Kids, and it runs October 20th through
30th.
Through 30th. Okay. Carrie, thank you so much for coming by.
Thank you for having me.
Best of luck with the production.
Thank you.
I think it really is an important production.
We do too.
All right, now Heather Harlan is with us from the Phoenix Health Program.
Yes.
Pleasure to have you here,
Thank you,
Heather.
as
And
always.
today we are dealing with
medication-assisted recovery.
medication-assisted recovery.
Right. Well, now, as many of your listeners and your viewers might know, Phoenix Health Programs, our mission is to improve the health and quality of life of those affected by drugs and alcohol. And so let me use an example first. What if you paid no attention to the way people had told you to lift things, and you didn't use your knees and used your back and you hurt your back? You might need some kind of therapy. But let's say your back hurt so much that you couldn't move the way the physical therapist wanted you to. It would be appropriate for a physician to prescribe some medication to help with that so you could move enough to begin to strengthen those muscles and straighten your back out, correct?
Right.
Okay, that's exactly the philosophy we're looking at with medication-assisted recovery for people who have substance use disorders, or what we used to call addictions.
Okay, so because you can become addicted to prescription drugs.
That's true. That's true. But sometimes there's appropriate use for medications to help so that people can sort of buy time so they can begin the new recovery behaviors so they aren't as uncomfortable physically and emotionally, that they can begin to do those things they need to do to correct the courses in their lives.
Okay, and this is what you're dealing with.
Right. And especially if people have tried and failed in recovery before, because this is a chronic brain disorder, a health disorder, and it's chronic. So especially if they've tried and failed and they're having
What do you mean it's a
recurring
chronic
problems.
brain disorder?
It's going to reoccur like diabetes does. You don't get cured. You have to manage it the rest of your life. So like hypertension, diabetes, asthma, those are all chronic health issues. So is depression, so is substance use disorder. So what we're looking at is a way so people can buy some time to feel a little more comfortable so they can get those new behaviors in place like you would if you had a problem with your back. So what we don't do is just the medication. Here's a script for the medication so you'll feel a little better. We believe in what we do at Phoenix Health Programs is to offer comprehensive treatment so that we have doctors that can help them obtain medication to help a little bit to take the edge off some of the cravings, to ease the emotional and physical discomfort that they might be going through because of physical dependency issues, and group and individual counseling so they can get these other behaviors in place and eventually get off.
Because aren't you, when you become addicted to either medication or to alcohol or to drugs, aren't you in some way rewiring the brain, the way the brain operates?
Right.
It's like taking an electrical circuit and moving it from one circuit breaker to another circuit breaker.
Sort of. And so what we have to do, and that doesn't go away, I call it highways in your brain. It has become a superhighway. So what happens in treatment is that people need time to plan and practice to build new highways and repeat
Or to build
those.
a bypass there.
Yeah.
A bypass so
but it
you
has
can
to
get
be
off
strong
of that,
enough. Yeah, it has to be
you get
strong
off of
enough.
that one road
Exactly.
and you kind of segue on to the next.
Yeah. So what I want listeners to know, because of the opiate issues and the heroin issues that we've seen, certainly a spike in that in this national headlines, we don't at this time offer Suboxone, which is the one that's getting the most press for people. We have in the past, and we hope to again in the future. Right now we don't. But we do want people to know that a conversation with either our physicians or your physician, your primary health care physician or doctor knowledgeable about addiction care could help you figure out where you might need to go or perhaps get a referral to someone.
Okay,
So,
if people want more information on any of this, they can contact you.
Absolutely.
And you also have, is it once a week you have the free
Yeah,
session?
the thing that we're working on a lot now is on Saturdays. We have a family group called Family Empowerment, 2:30 to 3:30. That is free and open to anybody in the community. And they don't have to register or anything. Our Monday group has become so popular, probably because of you.
Oh, well, that's good to
so
hear.
that people need to register. But we are on
Okay.
Facebook, Phoenix Health Programs. Give us a call, 573-875-8880, and my extension is 2142. Thanks.
All right, Heather Harlan, it's always a pleasure having you with us. Thank you so much.
Thank you. Thanks so much for
sharing
keeping up the
information.
conversation, Paul.
You're welcome. Tomorrow, Woodhaven Learning Center and MU Health Care. We want to thank you so much for joining us today. If you're going to be out and about, be careful and be nice to each other. Bye-bye.